Hello everyone, welcome to the official channel of Other 24/7 Notice. Hope you are preparing well for your exams. So you are only have this day today and you are going for your exam for tomorrow, 22nd of August. I hope you all have downloaded your admit card, checked your details and your exam center so that you do not panic in your last time or the last moment. So if you have downloaded your admit card and all the details, do check for your pen and everything you are carrying for the exam. And I hope you have prepared well for this exam, and we also have tried this time for the classes so that you can get a means glimpse how your paper would be. So today we will be having the final revisions for GK and the computer part, and also maths and reasoning part you will be also getting. And apart from that, also you revise well for all the upcoming current affairs because those are very important for your exam. Let's start with the first question. So what does blue carbon refers? This is a very important question. This question has came recently in the railway and the SSC exam. So whenever we say about the word blue carbon, what does it mean? Is it the carbon from fossil fuel, from freshwater lake, carbon captured and stored by ocean in vegetative coastal ecosystem, or it is a carbon in the atmosphere? So whenever we say about blue carbon, blue means I have related with something with water, right? So blue water is related with here because here it is said about vegetative coastal ecosystem. So yes, the answer is number C, because here the word is given about coastal water. Word is related only with here, rest all related with, this is with air, this is also for water, but it is not only for freshwater lake. Blue carbon we usually use here, you can see. So this is where we say as blue carbon. Coastal and marine ecosystems such as mangrove, seagrass beds and tidal marshes. So you can see when we say about mangrove, they have respiratory roots. We have our mangrove maximum mangrove concentration in near West Bengal. 40% mangrove cultivation are there in that side, while 60% are lying in the Bangladesh side. So when we say about mangrove, they have special power, special capacity of holding atmospheric carbon or any pollutant that are there in their vicinity. So that is why we say these are very important for us, for nature. So here apart from there, we can see 70% of ocean carbon are being trapped here. Modern forest, mangrove, seagrass, tidal marsh all can hold more carbon unit area than the air. Seagrass are, yes, they are also very fast absorbing carbon from seawater to build their leaves, their roots, while mangroves, I have already said, when we say about tidal marshes, they also have numerous vegetation type that store carbon apart from the sediments that are present. So this is how we have to save, because this blue carbon system are being very much degraded. It is mainly now occupied by people as their home, means the home the residents that are staying nearby, they are now polluting this part. So now government has taken many initiatives to at least save this part of our nature. Okay. Next question, which country is, or I can compare to the size of Meghalaya? This is a very means tricky question, because the country's names sometimes are swapped. Sometimes these are given names, or sometimes such names are given which are almost to the size of the Meghalaya. Okay. So when we say about country that is almost to the size of Meghalaya, it wouldn't be Austria, because it is a very means it has a huge size. It is not Austria. It is not El Salvador. Okay. So the answer, it is Belize. So when we say about almost to the size of Meghalaya, so total area of Meghalaya is it 22,429 square kilometer, right? So amongst this, Belize, which is a country of South America, central country that is lying beside South America. So they have an area almost this much, a difference of 537 square kilometers. So this is only the country which you can compare with the size of Meghalaya. Next question, which festival from Nagaland? As I have already said, you have to learn festivals not only from your area or from Meghalaya, you also have to learn festivals that are occurring nearby your states, your sister states. Okay. So whenever we say about festival from Nagaland which won the Silver Banyan Award for best cultural music and dance in September last year. So when we say about this particular festival, almost from all over India come here to this very interesting musical festival, and I think you all know the name. It is Hornbill Festival. This usually takes place in the month of December, right? So it is a Hornbill Festival. These are also some of the important festival of Nagaland. One is Along Motsu and one is Mimkut. Okay, so it is answer Hornbill. Next, which country is to the south of Meghalaya? Means if this is the Meghalaya which is lying in the downside, which is the bordering country. So I think this is very clear, right? If this is the Meghalaya, in the entire south stretch is being occupied by which country? It is Bangladesh, right? So the answer is Bangladesh. You can see in this map, if I divide Meghalaya like this, so in the, this is the north side, this is north, this is south, west, and this is the east side. So in the northern side state is Assam, while if you see in the west side, it is mainly by the districts of Meghalaya, and the entire south side is been bordered by Bangladesh. And you can see here this is the map, road map of Meghalaya. Okay, these are the district, while you can see international boundary have been marked with this particular color, state boundary are marked with black, national highways are marked with yellow color. Go to the map, sometimes the question may come of national highways. As you can see here, national highway 6 is been running near West Jaintia Hill, while this is national highway number 206, here 108, 217, while in the West Garo Hill it is 217. Next, who is the author of the book Why the Constitution Method? This was a very famous book of last year. Many of them have read and also have said very good review of this particular book. So whenever we say about this particular book, it is about our constitution of India. It was written by our last Chief Justice of India, and he is D.Y. Chandrachud. Okay, do remember he has wrote this particular book. Next question, on which river is the Khandong Dam built? So whenever we say about different rivers of Meghalaya, in few of them there are some dams that are built over that particular river, and some are there which are mainly used for irrigation purposes. So whenever we say about this particular dam, where it is located, it is not Mahanadi, because Mahanadi is a central Indian river. Either the answer is number B, Brahmani, Baitarani, or Kopili. What is the answer? So whenever we say about this particular dam, Khandong Dam, it is located in the river of Kopili. It is near, adjacent to Assam's Dima Hasao district, and in one border it is the Jaintia Hills. Total height is 66 meter. It is run by NIPCO. Okay, do remember the answer is number D. Next question, what is the Meghalayan state tree? So here I have just mentioned the names. You also have to know the scientific names also. Last time maximum scientific names was asked about state tree, state animal. Okay, yes. So whenever we say about state tree, I think you all know the state tree is white teak. Okay, this is the scientific name, Melina arborea, also known as white teak or beech wood. And state flower, this is the scientific name, lady's slipper orchid. State animal is clouded leopard. State bird, hill myna. Do know the scientific names of state animal and bird also. Next, which two districts of Assam was carved out to form the state of Meghalaya? So you all have known that it was formed by the year 1972. Two of the district was been carved out to form this particular state of Meghalaya. What are the two districts? Is it Khasi Hill or Garo? United Khasi Hill, Jaintia Hill and Garo. United Khasi Hill, Rivoy and Garo Hill. And the last is Khasi and Rivoy. Answer is either B or C. So when we say about the two districts, one is the United Khasi Hill and the other is Garo. United Khasi Hill, Jaintia Hill along with Garo Hill was being carved out from Assam to make the state of Meghalaya, okay, by the year January 21, 1972. Next question. The river Brahmaputra is known as what as it enters Arunachal Pradesh? So you all know maximum of Brahmaputra is been flowing in where? In Tibet. There we also know this river as Jangpo river. And what is the meaning of Jangpo there? It is known as purifier. So once it is been flowing from there and enters the state of India via Arunachal Pradesh, what is the name of headstream here? It makes a turn, a U-turn. The U-turn name is Namcha Barwa. That is the highest point of northeast. That is the highest point of northeast, because this is the turn where the Himalayas are been getting aligned with the other northeastern state along with the river Brahmaputra, and the headstream is the Dihang headstream. I think you all have studied about this. Dihang headstream, that is the entry point of river Brahmaputra towards India, okay, and this is the turn that I was saying about. It takes a south turn, and along with that you also have to know of few tributaries that are flowing over river Brahmaputra. Next, which mineral resource is found mainly in Meghalaya and Karbi Anglong district plateau? So when we say about Meghalaya, nearby the place near Meghalaya in Assam side is Karbi Anglong. So when we say about mineral resource, it is very rich in this particular resource. What is the name? Selemanite, quartz, feldspar or dolomite? Yes, sometimes this question may also ask in your exam, like what types of mineral are being found in the areas, foothills of Meghalaya. So you have to know the different types of coal there and other reserves. If any recent discovery has been done about mineral reserves, you also have to know that names as well. So it is very rich for selemanite. This is a piece of selemanite. Okay, it looks like this, selemanite bearing rocks. It is mainly found in the rocks where we can find or extract this particular mineral. Next, what is the pH of saliva? Our saliva, which is very important because our digestion process starts from our saliva or from our mouth. So I am asking today the pH of saliva. What may be the pH of saliva? For pH, we have to study the pH scale. It starts from 0 and in 14, 0 to 7 is acidic, while 7 to 14 is what? It is basic scale. 7 is neutral and the pH of saliva is near about 7. How much it is the pH? It is almost 6. Okay. Do remember it lies between 6.2 to 7.6. Average is 6.7. Okay. These are the various types of pH. When we say about black coffee, it is 5. Milk is around 6. This here is the pH scale of acid. Here it is basic. Okay, so we usually drink water which has a pH of neutral pH. Okay, and when we say about the different means acidic juice that are present in our body, one is hydrochloric acid. The pH range is around 1 or 2. Okay, and around 0 to 1, that is a pH of battery water. That is consists of higher sulfuric acid, right? So these are the different pH you have to remember. Next question, consider the following. So the options are fungi, bacteria, algae and protozoa. Amongst this, which are eukaryotic cell? What is the difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic? We have eukaryotic cell. We have multiple cells. The cells in our brain and the cells in our heart or in our hand or in any part of body are different. And when we say about prokaryotic, they only have single type, like bacteria is an example of prokaryotic cell. Apart from bacteria, all are eukaryotic cell here. So the answer is 1, 3 and 4, while this is an example of prokaryote. They only have a single cell and that cell is very much enough to do all the activities, like for coupling up with the host, with our host cell and forming a disease. Everything they can do with a single cell. Next question, which among the following provides potential energy to an object? So whenever we say about different types of energy, sometimes the question may ask from kinetic energy, sometimes from potential energy. So whenever we say about potential energy, we usually use this word when we are saying about a dam or a roller coaster. So when we are at a height means there the potential energy is highest. So I think it's given already. Yes. So whenever we say about potential energy, it is always the position where it is there. Means when we say about a roller coaster, okay. So here the roller coaster has been moving. here the potential energy will be highest, while when the roller coaster is being coming here in this particular place, there the kinetic energy will be highest. Okay, so the position decides. Next, what does your thalamus control? So thalamus is this part of our body. We also have the smallest gland of our body again in the brain, that is a pineal gland. Here it is located, this is a pineal gland, it is located in the brain. While our brain have three parts, this is the highest biggest part, cerebrum, cerebellum, and the next is the medulla. Okay, and this is the spinal cord connection, it is mainly connected with the spinal cord, this part. So whenever we say about thalamus, the activity that are mainly done by thalamus is our emotions, motor activity, all those are controlled by the thalamus. Okay, do remember these are the activity, so answer both. So apart from that, now think I am standing, right? So I am perfectly standing in this particular position, which is responsible for that. So again, when we say about the cerebellum is responsible, now I am hungry, I am not able to see, means sense organ, for that cerebrum is responsible. Hypothalamus is responsible for any secretions of our hormone, for that hypothalamus is responsible. While this part is also very important when we say about our linkage of our spinal cord with brain, that is, this is the part. Next, in Windows operating system, what is the shortcut key of this? If I press Ctrl plus C, what will happen? I'll bold the selected text, open the charge bar, find utility, or open the history bar. So when we press Ctrl plus C, to know the shortcut function, you have to do that by yourself first, then only you will be able to answer fast, right? So whenever we say about Ctrl plus E, that is used to find, open the charge bar. Okay, the answer is number B. This one is the answer. So to open the charge bar, we usually use this shortcut key. Next, where are the instructions which are used to run a digital computer stored? Now you are running instruction in a computer. Where are this instruction primarily stored? So I think you have studied about memory, right? So there are different types of memory. One is primary, the other is also the secondary memory. So the first, it is stored in the memory, in the RAM, then only it will be stored in the other places. Next, what happens to a body when its density is equal to the density of the fluid? Now think, this is water. Okay, so here one ship is flowing, they have multiple things loaded in the ship. It is so heavy, density of water is been equaling the density of the ship. What will happen here? Will it float? Will it sink? It remains suspended, or nothing will be happening? Such question usually comes in your exam. So when we say about equal density, at that time the things will be suspended, because see, the things are equal. It is saying about equal here. If it is equal, then that will be flowing, or that will be suspended in this particular place. If the density here is more than that of the density of water, then it will sink. Okay, so this have to see whenever we talk about ship and water. Next, choose the incorrect pair. There are four options. Amongst this, one is incorrect. Which one is incorrect? Washing soda is known as sodium carbonate. Caustic soda is known as sodium hydrogen carbonate. We usually use both this for cleaning purposes, or sometimes small amount is used for cooking purposes. This is for cleaning our cloths. While when we say about acetic acid, the other name is vinegar. When we say about bleaching powder, is it correct? So, should we name bleaching powder as calcium oxide? So this is the incorrect one. Rest all the options are correct. So this is the answer. When we say about bleaching powder, it is also known as calcium oxychloride, CaOCl2. We write like this. Okay. So this is incorrect. Rest all are correct. Which one of the following instrument is used for measuring electric charge or electric potential difference? Every time one or two questions are always there for electricity. For the last PYQ, as I have seen, one or two questions are almost there for electricity or electrical purposes, measurement and all. So for potential difference, what do we use? We use a voltmeter, okay, and this was first invented by Hans Christian Oersted. Next, microprocessor are used as switching devices in which generations of computer. So I have said about 5 generation. Today here we are at 5th generation. First generation use vacuum tubes, you all know. So when we say about rest, second, third and fourth, those three are a bit confusing, right? Yes. So when we say about microprocessor, we use microprocessor in the 4 generations of computer. Second generation consists of transistors, while integrated circuits was in third, while fourth was microprocessor or VLSI. Next, which of the following are hardware components of the computer system? Like the thing I'm holding here, this is also an example of hardware component, while this board you are seeing, this is also example of hardware component. Software are those which are inbuilt in a computer, we are not able to see or touch. So here hardware components, what is the answer? Graphic card, CPU, keyboard, all we can touch, right? So all of the options here are hardware components. Next, which key combination will open the start menu in Windows? So you want to open the start menu of the Windows to charge anything, you want to open the Excel sheet. So for that, which option you will be using? Control plus Alt, Escape, F4 or Alt plus S. For this you have to at least type and see by your own the shortcut keys. Suddenly you are not able to answer because these are not so easy. These are systems of computer, right? Means computer have they are built there for this particular function. This you have to practice by your own. So when we say about start menu, for it we use control plus escape, okay. Next, what is the correct form of RTGS? Now you want to give a amount which is around 5 lakhs plus for a person. You want to transfer the amount to a particular person, and for that reason we usually do RTGS. We do not Google Pay, right? Google Pay limit, I think it is around 1 lakh or 99,999. So we do RTGS for a huge amount. What is the full form of RTGS here? Raw transaction, real time gross settlement, real time ground support or ready-made transaction. So when we say about RTGS, it is the full form of real time gross settlement, and we use when we want to transfer money, which is a very huge amount, okay. Next, which is known, who was known as the architect of India's national computing initiative? We also know this person as India's father of supercomputer. He first started with Param 8000. So who was he? Yes, Vijay P. Bhatkar. His name was, he first installed the first supercomputer and he first started in 1991. By the year 1991, he first started with the first supercomputer of India, that is by Param 8000. Do remember the names of this? Next, what is the who designed the first electronic computer? So what is the full form of ENIAC? It is electronic numerical integrator and computer, and the one who discovered first electronic computer was J. Presper Eckert or Mauchly. We also sometimes say as Eckert and Mauchly technology. They first discovered the first electronic computer, okay, and it was by the year 1946. So this was all for today. Do not forget, you have few hours. Do revise. This is the last moment. Prepare well for your exam. All the best from our entire Ada 24/7 family. And this is your homework. Try and give the answer in the comment section. You can also use my code for any discount in the upcoming batches, because you all have many more exams coming up. Like you can see, if you want the PDF of the classes that have held, you can get the PDF in our app, which is the Ada 24/7 app. You can go here, go for state exams. Here you can select Northeast states, scroll a bit, Meghalaya state exams. You have a line of exams coming up, right? So these are the batches that are available. This is for Sub Inspector of Supply, and this is the foundation batch. Here you can get every exams under one roof, that is the Meghalaya foundation batch, be it LDA exam or subdivisional assistant or recharge assistant, everything you can get here, every details you can get here. For that reason, you can call us in our calling number. This is the calling number for your batch. It is 9240231041. So this is all for today. All the best, students. Prepare well for your exam. We'll be surely doing an exam analysis after your exam. Prepare well. All the best.